Welcome, everyone. This is Tracy Wagner with Versatile Inspirations. And today I wanted to kind of go back and look at our original 7 chakras. This time I wanted to get into the root or base chakra and the sacral chakra. We're going to kind of go over the 411 of each of these chakras so that it can help us in our physical existence as well as our spiritual. You'll see in a little bit, once we start getting into it, how they can help us in both of them. So with Chakras 101, I've actually created a mini course I'm going to be having a full-on course here soon. I'm just working out the final details on it. But in the mini course, we go into the subtle body, what energy is, how to work with it, and how to work with colors that are associated with these chakras as well. In this preview, this recording, the 411 will be discussed in just kind of basic terms so that you can kind of see what this mini course is all about. Now, this is just a simple segment of what is covered, but I find once we know what the chakras are, how we can work with them, and all the different ways, and these aren't even all the different ways that you can work with your chakras, but what each of the chakras pertain to, it's easier for you to actually take up working with them. And you can see how even now that you are actually working with them on probably a daily basis, whether you know it or not. So let me screen share and we'll get started on the 411 of the base or root chakra and the sacral chakra. All right, and there again, this is Chakras 101, your original 7. And this is about your original 7 chakras. This is pertaining to the 411 or just the information or different aspects of your root, base, or sacral chakra. And just to go over just real quick where the chakras are. So you have 7 original chakras that are inside your physical body. Now they're inside your physical body, but they resonate within your subtle energy body, which you can think of if you've heard of auras or just that spirit body that's kind of inside. It's inside that area. But just because they're inside doesn't mean that they're not connected to the spirit, because they are. That's what that beautiful, subtle energy body is all about. Your soul self is incorporated into this area. And when you manifest on earth, your soul is within that energy body. And so you are always connected to spirit. So here's the map of the chakras, the 7 that are within your energy body. First, there is the root or base chakra, and this is located at the base of your spine. The sacral chakra is 1 to 2 inches below your navel and right above your root or base chakra. The solar plexus is 1 to 2 inches above the navel, and that is just a little bit above, so you've got a space there between your sacral and your solar plexus. The reason for that is because the new chakras are actually, there is a navel chakra. So, and that is later on down the road when we discuss the new chakras, but we're just concerned with these right now. So the heart chakra is in the center of the chest. The throat chakra is in the center of the throat. A lot of times it's around that Adam's apple or that bump on your throat. A lot of times it's in that area. The third eye or brow chakra is either right in between your eyebrows, or it could be anywhere between your eyebrows or up in the middle of your forehead. The crown or the top of the crown or is at the top of your head. It's around that area where baby's soft spot is. That's where that crown chakra lies. So today we're just going to be discussing the root or base chakra, which is at the base of your spine, and the sacral, which is 1 to 2 inches below the navel or just right above that root or base chakra. So here's the 411 on your root chakra. The color is red. The element is earth. So there's elements that, like the elements of, your physical space is actually part of chakras. There's a lot of different aspects. Like I said, 2 chakras. That's why even just being on earth, you are working with that root chakra. Very interesting, isn't it? The physical location of that root chakra is at the base of your spine. The aspects are security, sensuality, stability, and money. Now, there's sometimes issues that if you have these issues, a lot of times that can be worked through your root chakra. And this is weight, sciatica, leg, and monetary issues. So any of those things there can actually be worked on through your root or base chakra. Now there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of aspects that are associated with chakras, with each of the chakras. So we're going to talk about more of them. So here's more on your root chakra, root or base chakra. So yantras. Yantras are a meditation tool. They are a machine, as in Sanskrit is talked about. It's a machine that actually helps you to focus and meditate, focus on what you're trying to do. And in this case, the yantra, which is a symbol actually that you may see a lot of times when is discussed about chakras, when you see an image of, like when we first started and you saw the woman sitting there with her 7 chakras inside, a lot of times you'll see an image that's associated with each of the chakras. So for your root or base chakra, the yantra, that image there, it usually has 4 petals. There's usually a square and a reverse triangle involved. So just be aware if you see that, if it's not colored like this one is with the red, then a lot of times that you can actually just go, oh, you know what? I think that is a root chakra based on 4 petals, a square and a reverse triangle being involved in that picture or that image. So with that red color, the stones, gems that are associated with the root or base chakra are usually red in color. So you're talking about garnets, garnet stones, and rubies. So these 2 you can work pretty close and directly with your root chakra when you want to work with rubies or garnets. You can sometimes put those over your chakra if you're wanting to infuse more of that red energy into your chakras to clear it out. Just by holding on to them and thinking of your root chakra, you can use them that way. Lots of different ways that you can use them. Divine support comes from Metatron. Now, I say that, but really you can work with any divine being, any being of light that just comes to you. Whoever just comes to you in your mind when you start thinking about a root chakra or thinking about, what aspects you're wanting to work with your root chakra, go with that, because your intuition is going to tell you who you need to work with. But if you don't know, or if you don't come up with a name or just an image or anything, then even just calling on Archangel Metatron will actually help you to work with that root chakra. Planets are Earth, Saturn, and Mercury. So any of these planets you can work with to help to clear your chakras, to gain knowledge from your chakras, or just even by thinking of these planets, you can work with your chakra. Now, essential oils and scents. Now, these are not just cast in stone, because different scents work with different people in different ways. Some scents you're not going to resonate with, just like some scents I don't resonate with. But these are just kind of a basic list of scents that if you smell them, or if you infuse the air with them, then you can actually meditate on this root or base chakra, or you can, it just helps to correspond with that root or base chakra. If you're having trouble communicating or creating healing through it, or just getting messages from your root chakra on ways to improve your life, or ways in which can improve your life. So those are cedarwood, which is very grounding, myrrh, and patchouli. So these scents, we're talking about heavy scents, very grounding or earthy scents. Those are perfect. Now, there are tons of earthy scents because we're on Earth. So any of those scents that you can even pick up, even if you just grab chamomile, because maybe you have a patch of chamomile growing, and just by even having that, or just rubbing them in your fingers and smelling the scent of just the greenery, that will actually help connect you and ground you into Mother Gaia, into Earth, and along with it, your root chakra. The verb for the root chakra is I have. I have. This is very grounding. This is very stable. And as with monetary issues, if you state that you have the necessary monetary value of whatever it is, then you are stating a fact. You're stating it, and your root chakra will absorb that energy. The sound or tone, each of the chakras have a sound or a tone. You can pick up lots of different chakra meditations or chakra just music, and a lot of times those singing bowls or the chanting that corresponds with them will actually be in different tones. So the sound or tone for the root or base chakra is Lam, and it's a deep C. So just like our grounding, because that is a very earthy or grounding tone, it's going to be a very deep tone, something that makes you feel like you are in your body. And with that, you'll be thinking of probably those lower chakras, and you can just bring your mind to that lowest chakra there in your energy body that's in that torso area, and that's your root or base chakra. So here's the 411 on your sacral chakra. Now remember, your sacral chakra is right above your root or base chakra, which is 1 to 2 inches below your sacral chakra, is 1 to 2 inches below your navel. So they're fairly close together. So the color associated with your sacral chakra is orange. The element is water. The physical location is the upper part of your sacrum, right below your navel. The aspects of the sacral chakra is enthusiasm, feeling, and reproduction. The issues that sometimes can come up if there's an imbalance or a block in your sacral chakra include impotence, your lower abdomen issues, and your lower back. So anything that corresponds, like pains or issues in these areas, we can actually work with the sacral chakra and maybe get messages and images and just ideas on ways that we can heal or help those certain areas in our life. Now, as we're talking about colors, a little bit of basic color theory, especially if you look at these colors. When you look at orange, a lot of times, whether you smell orange, when you see it, when you see the color orange, like in an orange or grapefruit or something like that, or if you just envision it, you just see that color orange, a lot of times that feeling that you get is really what one of the aspects of the chakra is. As in orange, it's almost like a happy color to me. It's like a enthusiastic, just expressive color. And so with that, it's very light. It's lighter than that red. That red to me is very deep and powerful and very grounding. Whereas to me, orange is uplifting. It's enthusiastic. It's got some energy to it. So, and that's exactly what one of the aspects of the sacral chakra is. It's enthusiasm with that feeling. So more on your sacral chakra. The yantra, again here with this image, has 6 petals, and a lot of times we'll have a crescent moon. So the crescent moon is that smiley face moon, whether it's sideways or upside down or however way it is, it's that crescent moon. It's got that little smile to it. The stones are there again. We're going to be working with very orangish colored stones, and it doesn't matter if it's reddish orange or if it's yellow orange. It's just got some orange associated with it. Is coral and fire opal. So use those kinds of stones, those colored stones, in order to work with your sacral chakra. Divine support comes from Archangel Gabriel. So Archangel Gabriel is the archangel of creativity. So it's feeling, it's that enthusiasm. So if you want to gain some creativity or you want to ignite that creative spark inside you, think of Archangel Gabriel and your sacral chakra, and you'll be surprised at some of the blocks that may be just evaporated just by even working in that manner. The planets are the moon and Venus. Now, essential oils and scents are sandalwood again, lang lang, and jasmine. Jasmine is a great one for this sacral chakra because even though it is from earth, it's a little more grounding, but it's got that lightness to it. It's got that little bit of spark when you smell it. It kind of, for me, I love jasmine. I love the smell of jasmine, and it just gives me a little bit of a pep. So does lang lang. Lang lang is very grounding, but it's also got that spark to it. It's got that lifting up of it. Sandalwood is great too, just like we used in the root or base chakra, but by working with sandalwood with the sacral chakra, you may feel a little bit of an uplift. Instead of being more fully grounded, you may be more actually up into the middle of your chest, or the middle of, just feeling a little more lifted. The verb is I feel. So if you're needing to feel into something, the sacral chakra is a great one to actually work with. It will actually help you feel into health issues, feel into a situation. It will help you feel into a career change or a relationship. It's amazing the amount of information we can get just by feeling into something. And I don't mean with our physical touch necessarily, even though that can work too, but with our energetic body, feeling into it. And when you want to do that, go into that sacral chakra and ask Archangel Gabriel, or just ask yourself, how do I feel about this situation? And just wait for ideas, images, or anything to pop up. And when it does, believe and you will receive more information. When we believe our intuition and we accept that information, it's like it opens up a door or many windows so that even more information can come. Your subtle body wants you to let it know that you believe yourself, that you trust yourself, that you trust those divine angel winks that you're getting or spirit winks that you're getting. That is your intuition. It's your divine gift from God that you receive or are able to receive that information from source because it was given to you. And so just as free will was given to you, your intuition was given to you. So use it and believe it, and you'll receive lots of information. So in this, the sacral chakra, the sound or tone is BAM, which is a D. So using all these aspects, it's going to be amazing, the information that you get. Wonderful. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. Just remember to tap into your root or base chakra and your sacral chakra. It's in the lower part of your body, so it's still going to be pretty grounding. Doesn't matter which one you work with. If you're needing some more grounding, if you're feeling like a little muddy brained or airy brained, just kind of foggy, go with your root or base chakra because it's going to help you ground down into the earth and ground your subtle energy body down into your physical body so that you can get past that. If you're wanting to feel into something, use your sacral chakra and it will help you actually feel into situations, relationships, just anything, and see how you feel about that. Wonderful. Thank you so much for spending some time with me today. I so appreciate it. And as always, I'm sending you and yours love, light, and eternal blessings. Take care.